Good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday. The sun is shining somewhat. But I've got a bit of a dilemma today. I want to talk about branding and how you set your brand apart from everyone else. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. So I've come back to my favourite bench in the village that I spoke about in the other vlog a few days ago. I just thought I'd get out of the house. I've been stuck in the house pretty much for 3 days now. As I said, doing all my wedding admin and that, so I just wanted to get out, have a walk. Most importantly, I wanted to talk about branding. In the last, obviously since I started this journey and with the brand, I had the logo, I had the name kind of all sorted and it kind of fell into place, but I like the logo and I like the name, and then obviously I've got the kind of brief message behind the brand. But I had a little bit of excitement this week because I thought, you know, oh, it's the Super Bowl on Sunday. Maybe I can kind of use that as my launch date for the brand and, you know, launch the website and the e-commerce Shopify website and just kind of get the brand out there. And I got all excited about that, but then I quickly came back down to earth when I thought about what is the brand? What sets the brand apart from any other brand, you know, out there at the moment? And that obviously got me thinking on a deeper level about, you know, kind of brands like Nike or Nike, however you say it, and Under Armour, Gymshark, brands like that. Why people buy them? Like, why would someone buy a plain Nike t-shirt with the tick over a plain Under Armour t-shirt? Is it their brand message? Is it the marketing, you know, the marketing they put in across socials and physical as well? Is it the quality of the product? They're all things to think about. And bringing it back to Fight Forever, I don't have a brand identity yet, I suppose. So it's something that I've obviously got to really think about. And is Sunday, the Super Bowl, a legitimate target to get all that in place and launch? Probably not. One of the key things about Fight Forever and the brand, because I'm building this brand from £0, I have no financial backing behind me to launch this brand, is I'm not going to be able to compete with the bigger brands that are spending a crap load of money on advertising and just being very visual with their brand. So I'm going to have to think of kind of out of the box ways to get the brand noticed. One thing we used to do with bands is we used to get stickers. So obviously I mentioned it yesterday that I was thinking about getting some stickers and actually placed an order for 50 stickers this morning with my friend Matt, who runs the business. And what we used to do with the bands is we used to just literally plaster the stickers anywhere. We used to put them in the urinals in the men's toilets, so when people were peeing, essentially, as crude as it sounds, they would see the band's sticker. And I think it's just about creating awareness of the brand and it being everywhere so people see it all the time, but without having to pay for that with paid advertising and that. So that's something I'm going to think about today. But I also want to ask you a question as well, and that is, why do you buy the brands that you do? The clothes you're wearing now, the brand of clothes you're wearing, why did you buy that? Leave a comment down below and tell me, if you know obviously, why you buy certain brands. Is it the way they look? Their marketing campaign, it kind of hooked you, what they stand for, their ethics, or anything else like that? I'd love to get a discussion going in the comments about why we buy certain brands. One brand that has always fascinated me is Playboy. Now, I watched a documentary series a couple of years ago on Amazon, right here, Amazon Prime, called Playboy, the Hugh Hefner story, and what you would think it is about it actually wasn't. It was more of a business documentary about how he grew Playboy and the brand. And it, when you really think about it, Playboy is a brand, just like the logo and the name. The font of the name is very plain, and then it's a bunny as the brand logo. How does that relate to what he was selling at all? But obviously he built that brand and it's one of the most recognisable brands in the world. And at the time he was going up against brands like Esquire. He actually got fired from Esquire magazine, GQ, things like that. And he always had competition coming in, like he had Hustler in the 80s and 90s, I think. but he always kind of evolved the brand but kept it on point. And I think if you haven't seen that documentary, definitely go and watch it. It's a fascinating documentary about how to build a business and a brand and kind of encompass that brand into a worldwide phenomenon, basically. I'm just posing the question on Freelance Heroes, which is like a business group on Facebook, and I want to know why people pick a brand over another brand. And obviously in this group is a lot of business people who deal with branding every day, so it'd be really interesting to see their take on it. So I've just doing a bit of research for today's vlog and really trying to get my head around why people choose one brand over another, i.e. why someone would buy a Nike t-shirt over an Adidas one. Would love to know everyone's thoughts, so we'll post that now. So I've driven all the way to Tesco's because I got to run a few errands and get a few things, and I thought it would be a great idea to have a look at the brands in Tesco's and see how they stack up against other brands and what makes certain brands stand out. The way I was going to do this was I was going to use my GoPro and just go in and have a look across the shelves and that would be a bit inconspicuous. If I bring this whole rig in, then it just looks, I don't want to get kicked out of the store basically for filming in the store. So I brought the GoPro, or the cheap knockoff GoPro. What I didn't bring was an SD card to record on, so that idea is out the window. So I'm going to go and do my jobs anyway, but in driving here I was listening to Gary Vee audiobook, Crushed It I think it is, or Crushing It. Amazing book if you've not read it or listened to it, but it got me thinking about the brand Fight Forever, and like I was saying earlier, kind of a tagline or something to kind of encompass what the brand is about. And I just had a little brainwave on the way here, so I'm going to tell you about that after I've got all my stuff from Tesco's, so I'll be right back. Always a good day when you bag yourself a free coffee. Harrison Hall as well, it's my favourite coffee. They only get it in Tesco's though. I wish there were more high street stores that done Harrison Hall. Anyway, I said about the brand identity and the idea I kind of had on the way here. So I was thinking about this whole channel and this whole vlog and what it means, and it means about, and I keep saying it in the vlog, is just got to keep pushing forward. And every day I'm doing this vlog, I'm learning new things and trying to adapt and get better every day. So I'm going to incorporate that into the Fight Forever brand, because obviously Fight Forever as a name as well is quite like just keep going and keep fighting. So yeah, I'm going to incorporate the brand. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is yet, keep you a little guessing, but it's going to be more about having a journey, growing, and keep pushing forward. Just had a super funny thing happen when I was just recording that little video then about the coffee. I had it on top of my car in Tesco's car park, and as I was doing it, this lady walked past, and as soon as I finished recording, she was like, in a completely British way, she was like, "I daren't ask what you were just up to," as though like I was giving drugs to children or prancing around half naked. I'm getting more confident filming in public now, and it was just like, that's the first time someone's actually commented on me talking to a camera as though it was this completely outlandish alien thing to them. But I just thought it was quite funny, and it was such a British thing to do. So it's 11:30 at night, and this is the final thing I'm going to do for today. We started off the day thinking about branding, and then as the day progressed I had my little brainwave about kind of this little tagline or something that kind of tells you more about what I want the brand to be, and hopefully gives people an idea of the brand moving forward. So as a final little thing today, I've just designed an Instagram kind of image that I'm going to put up on the Fight Forever HQ Instagram page this evening or first thing in the morning. It'll definitely be up by the time you watch this, and it's been my little thing today to try and work out where the brand stands and what it is. So this is the final thing I'm going to do today. I promised you I would tell you what it was and do it. So rather than tell you, I'm just going to show you. So I'm going to leave the vlog here today and say thank you for watching. If you've made it to the end, I applaud you. I thank you so much. It means a lot to me that people are actually watching this. Like, even getting 20 views a day or whatever, it just means the world to me that people are taking an interest and taking time out of their day to watch it, and I'm super grateful for that. So if you've got this far, thank you. In saying that, if you could give it a thumbs up, that'd be amazing. And if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, it would be super amazing. I really want to get to that 100 subscriber mark where I can get my own channel name rather than loads of letters. So please subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment below, tell me what your favourite brands are and why, like what attracts you about certain brands. Had a conversation with someone today and they love Converse because of the way their advertising campaigns work, so definitely leave a comment below, tell me what your favourite brands are and I can check them out. But other than that, I'm going to leave the image of what I've come up with today as the last thing on this video. So I'm going to get to bed and I'll see you tomorrow when we're off to London to do some work with some wedding videographers and go to the big smoke. So I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.